Now we are climbing up to the Golgotha, and the Golgotha belongs to the Catholic and the Greek Orthodox. A little bit steep, but as you can see, it's empty. This is the Franks chapel, which is outside the church. It used to be one of the entrances to their church, but it's been blocked by Salah ad-Din. But because of it, so many things from the Crusader time was left. Look at the columns from the Crusader time. And above us, we cannot see it from here. I'll try to climb up to show it to you, but usually because of the glass, it's difficult to see. There's even mosaic from the Crusader times. Everything been destroyed because of the fire here, except of that mosaic. That mosaic is from 12th century of the Ascension, not connected to that church, because the Ascension was at Mount of Olives, but it's the next story. Then in that case, there is kind of a connection. Then everything that you see here is from 1808 and up. And what I want you to see is that beautiful mosaic wall that tells us the story from Adam and Eve until Jesus' time. You can see King David here, Daniel here, Josiah here, the prophets, and that actually tells us about the future coming of Jesus Christ. The end of it is here. You can see that cross with the 12 disciples and Paul and Peter as well. Another 3 mosaics wall, oh, it's so noisy now, is here. The most important one for me is nailing to the cross, which is part of the Via Dolorosa. And if you are visiting with me the church, you know that altar is not the one that you usually saw. The altar of the Medici family from Italy was taken back to Italy recently. They promised to bring it back. Here you can see nailing to the cross the Roman soldiers who did it, Mary the mother and Mary Magdalene. The next one's connected to here, and you can see John, the women watching the crucifixion place, and you can see that Jerusalem is there. We are now outside the city. Another important mosaic wall, and now I think you already know the story because I told you about it, is about Abraham, Isaac. Abraham almost sacrificed Isaac, and the angel told him, God believes you, you don't need to do that. Instead of it, you can actually crucify the lamb. And Jesus is the lamb. Remember, he came to save us. He took all the sins from us. Before it's going to be crowded, let me bless the cross right there. This is already the Greek Orthodox chapel, and that's where Jesus was crucified. This is the exact spot of the crucifixion. Let me touch the bedstone, the bedrock. You can see the bedrock itself is covered with a glass because people used to take some souvenirs. John is to the right, Mary is to the left, And above Jesus, you can see is sinless. Jesus from Nazareth, the King of the Jews. Another chapel in the Catholic part is that one. This is the Pieta, Mary holding the dead body of her son. You can see here a statue. This is the second statue of the Catholic in their church, with a spear in her heart. Why spear in the heart? Remember the presentation at the temple? When Saint-Simon met the Holy Family, he looked at Mary and said, Mary, your son will die in front of your eyes. It will be like a spear entering to your heart. Wow. She's suffering right now. From that moment, she never smiled. Think about a mother who knows what will happen to their child. I do have only one child. I wish that I will die before her. Then let me bless ivy. Cross here. And let us memorize or remember the mother. And I'm sure that if you dedicated that cross to her, she was an amazing mother. She was the mother. She took care of you. And I know. It's not easy to be a mother. I think you know it now as well. Then this is the Catholic part. The exit is from the Orthodox part. But before we will leave, let me show you the Catholicon, the cathedral, a Greek Orthodox cathedral. And remember knocking on the wood? Then let me show it to you. Look at that log. Knocking on the wood. Let me bless the cross again. I believe in the fire and the Holy Spirit. And soon we are going out to show you the facade of the church. There are so many things to talk about it. It's almost 1 hour. It's not a short video. You can actually watch it in a few times. But I think it actually tells you everything about, or most of the things about the church. If you heard Italian, it means that it actually tells us that the Italians are taking care of the excavations here. Now, you can see the bench when the two people are sitting on it. That is where the Muslims are sitting. The Muslims got the keys for the church.